Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to your championship girls basketball game between the Highland Lady Cougars and the Monroe City Panthers. I'm your play-by-play, Remington Yates, bringing you the action here as we get set for some basketball time in championships. 83rd annual Tony Lenzini, 7:27 on the pregame right now. We wait for Jaden Schumann to come up and join us. We'll probably try and get Coach Dalton Armentrout at halftime to talk about his game. Canton Tigers picking up the win, 62-58, your final score there. Over the Van Far Indians, reclaiming their third place crown at the Tony Lenzini. Highland, you know what you're going to get out of these young ladies. It's going to probably be the same starting five of Josie Murphy, Chevy Sharp, Kira Rothweiler, Abby Lay, and Addie Abel. Five just really good athletes down on the court. But for Monroe City, we don't really have yet. I will talk over to the Monroe City guys whenever I get a chance to and get their starters here in a bit. How about we take a break? We'll be back. Jane Schumann should join me on the color, and we'll be back here with some Highland Cougar basketball.
This broadcast is brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, provided you're needing heating, cooling, and plumbing throughout the tri-state area. Give Blake a call today at 573-822-4284 or visit them at filupsheatingandcooling.com.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
And we are back. They didn't have the starters for me, so we'll just figure out when to do the starting lineups on the PA, which we'll see how the order of events will go here. We didn't have a national anthem for the first game, so I don't know if we're going to do it for this game. 5:26. Hey, let's run down our sponsors for today's game. Drew Horner, Shelter Insurance, Jeff Whiston, Farm Bureau Insurance, Mike Stauffer, Farmers Co-op, Murphy Brothers Gas Station, Ayers Oil Company, B&B Farms, Hoeing Trucking, Design It, The Wild Tiger Boutique, Autumn Harvest Farms, Sharps Custom Detailing, Phillips Heating and Cooling, Arnold Funeral Home, and Fleerfeed Incorporated. This is the pregame show brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. 4:59 remaining. Let's take another break, give some of our sponsors some time on the air, and we'll be back here with Highland Cougar basketball.
From feed and fuel to fertilizer and farm supplies, Farmers Co-op has what you need. Call Mike Stauffer at 660-342-6788 and let your co-op keep your farm growing strong. Need some fuel in your car and your belly? Stop by Murphy's Gas Station in Monticello, Missouri with a full menu and daily specials, sweet snacks, and plenty of fuel. They'll help you get through your day and to your destination. Murphy's Gas Station, just off Highway 16, Monticello, Missouri.
And welcome back here to Palmyra High School. As the Highland Lady Cougars and the Monroe City Panthers will meet. Monroe City coached by Adam Rung. And Highland coached by Ashton Jaco. And taking a look here, of course, the last time this Highland team won the girls' championship was 2025. And for Monroe City, it was 2024. So we get looking forward to this girls' championship game between two consistent champions. But before that, for the last time Highland had won before last year was in 2012. And that was when Coach Ashton Jaco was a player for the Highland Lady Cougars. And so she's going to look to maybe add another Tony Lenzini championship to her repertoire, as this is a very prestigious high school tournament here in Northeast Missouri. 83 years. The only one longer than it is the Monroe City tournament in this region. Monroe City's tournament at 101 years and running. After that one, it's the Highland tournament after the Tony Lenzini. So in the northeastern region, of course, I'd have to check on the North Shelby, but of the ones I know and how long they've been going for, Those are the three that I know have been going on for a very, very long time. I see Schumann popping in. He's going to head up this way. We'll get him on here with 239. I'm going to get him his roster sheet so he can know things. If he needs help with pronunciations, I'll give it to him. Let's take a break. We'll be back here on the Lewis County Scoop Sports Network as we get set for Girls Championship at the 83rd Annual Tony Lenzini.
Need rock, sand, fertilizer, grain, or feed hauled? Hoeing Trucking LLC has you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we deliver fast, reliable service across the Midwest. Family owned and built on trust, we move what matters, safely and on time. Call Hoeing Trucking today, 217-430-0130, or visit hoeingtruckingllc.com.
If your school, team, business, or event needs promotional products, then you need Design It in Canton. Design It is a full custom screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you need a couple of shirts or a couple thousand, Design It can handle the job. They have some of the best designers in the area to bring your idea to life. Come in and see them Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays by appointment. You can also shop their online store at designitapparel.com. That's Design It in Canton.
Got farmland you want to rent out? Contact Austin Braunstein at B&B Farms, a local farm ran by generations of farming. Give Austin a call at 573-501-1151. B&B Farms, a proud sponsor of Lewis County Scoop Sports.
And we are back, and Jane Schumann has joined me now on the color side of things here. And Jane, well, you guys gave me a heart attack along the way, but
Gave myself a heart attack.
guys pulled out the win there. Very close game against Van Farm, but of course had to deal with some things, and we'll probably try and get Dalton Armitage up here at halftime if he hasn't left already.
I think he's probably going to stay for the championship game.
I would assume so, because you kind of want to see what Palmyra is going to bring you on Tuesday if they win or lose, because if they lose, they're going to be pretty angry. If they win, they'll still be pretty angry. It's Palmyra. As we get set here, I'm going to assume, how about we do this? How about you get that?
Yep, I agree. Let's do it.
And I will keep this, even though I know all these girls. I mostly need the Monroe City. Let's see if I get this right. So it was starters for Monroe City girls. It will be the number 2 of Ava Potterfield. It will be I need that side.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. The number 11, Sophie Gares. The number 12 of Lola Smizer. The number 23 of Darren Hayes, and the 45 of Tamia Reinberg.
Fifth anthem.
And they will do the national anthem for this one. So we'll do the national anthem. We'll be back. As we get set for a championship game, the Highland Lady Cougars look to reclaim their crown from last year, where they beat the Hannibal Lady Pirates. And Monroe City looking to get their crown back since 2024. So 2 teams that are typically in this tournament every year and typically kind of battling for a championship or in some form of way. Now, you look at it, Monroe City is pretty consistent in it.
They're very consistent.
24, 21, 2018, and then you finally get Highland again in 2012. But, these 2 teams very prestigious programs, and both Clarence County Conference teams, of course. So, they're in this tournament. They battle through this tournament, and this affects your district. This affects your conference. Well, it doesn't really affect the conference, but it can affect your conference and how you scout the other team, how you perform the next time you play these teams and everything. But of course, these two teams have played once before for the 101st annual Monroe City tournament, in which Highland won that one 49-32. Well, handling kind of business there, but you might not know what Monroe City might bring this time around. We'll run through the starting lineups. I don't know why. It's like I can't barely hear myself. We'll try that. That's a little better.
That's a lot better.
At least that's better for my ears. Local press in the building. I'm looking around. I see Victoria Bordanga of WGEM. I see Shane Holsey of Muddy River Sports. And that about does it for your media coverage. For a big game like this, I figured everybody would be here. I mean, we got a few radio stations. Well, one's not even on the air. I figured Bill Schuler might do this game, but I guess Highland or Monroe City fall in his area, so I guess he only just does Palmyra and Hannibal. As there's the initial tip-off, and Kira Rothweiler comes up with it. Highland will look to start things off. She'll pass it across to the far wing, get into the corner for Chevy Shop. Chevy Shop going to throw with the free ball. No good off the rim, and rebounded by, there's my numbers again, Lola Smizer. I should know that one. Potterfield with it. Down low pass, gets to the cross to Scares. Scares looking around. Scares trying to find something. She'll pass it in to Smizer. Smizer then finds down low, up, no good. That shot taken by Naren Hayes and rebounded. Now here comes Addie Abel with it. Abel going to find Abby Lay. Laid into Abel. Abel looking around. Abel goes into Murphy. Murphy's got two Panthers on her as she goes down and loses the ball. And now Monroe City will come up with it. Now back the other way. It is Sophie Gares. Gares with it up top. She's looking around. Very fast-paced girls game here so far. Now cross over to Reinberg. Reinberg looking around. She'll pass it over to Potterfield on the far wing. Potterfield close to the sideline. She brings it across and up top, then passes it back to Smizer. Smizer will then go to Reinberg near center court, then passes it over to the far wing. And now looks for Reinberg. Reinberg being met by two Cougars, and now she's going to chuck it out to Potterfield. Potterfield thought about it. She'll step aside. She'll shoot the three ball. No good off the front of the rim. Reinberg on the rebound. She'll go up and in for two. We'll switch pens there. There we go. Reinberg on the two ball to get things going. It's 2-0 your score with 6:34 remaining. Kira Rothweiler on the near wing. Passes across to Chevy Sharp. Sharp looking around. He's going to go up top. Passes in the corner for Lay. Lay will then go up top to Rothweiler. And they're going to make the change on the call here. Rothweiler will go to Sharp. Sharp will then go to Abby Lay, then over to Abel on the far wing, then to Rothweiler just to her left. Now goes up top to Josie Murphy. Murphy looking around. He'll go over to Abby Abel. Abel for three. No good off the rim. Abby Lay on the rebound. As she's looked, she's going to try and get it out. She'll get it out to Rothweiler, then to Sharp in the corner. Sharp then goes to Rothweiler. And now she'll bring it kind of up top. Now she's going to drive in, gets in the paint. She goes up. No good. Rebounded by Smizer. Smizer will stop and pass it back to Gares. Will get a whistle and an official's timeout here for Reinberg down on the court in the paint. Highland will be shooting to the right. Monroe City will be shooting to the left. We'll have a substitution. The 21 of Emily Lincoln will come into the game as they check on Reinberg, who's down. We'll take a break and be back.
If your school, team, business, or event needs promotional products, then you need Design It in Canton. Design It is a full custom screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you need a couple of shirts or a couple thousand, Design It can handle the job. They have some of the best designers in the area to bring your idea to life. Come in and see them Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays by appointment. You can also shop their online store at designitapparel.com. That's Design It in Canton.
As we are back here, Tania Reinberg, a senior for this Monroe City team, one of the taller players and probably one of the bigger rebounders for this Monroe City Lady Panthers team. She'll walk off on her own power, but I don't know if we'll see her come back in the game, depending. She's going to sit down. It looks like she might be able to come back in, but we will have a substitution for her. And now Monroe City leads 2-0 with 5:48 remaining. Highland in their white and gold uniforms. Monroe City in their brown and yellow. Very contrasting colors, thank God. If I have to deal with another jersey that I can't read numbers on, I was going to scream. We'll get a foul here on Highland. And that's going to go on the 25 of Addie Abel on her grab. That'll be the Cougars first. Addie Abel's first. Looking to inbound, it is Naren Hayes. She'll get it into Potterfield. Potterfield looks, she's being defended. She'll hand it off to Hayes. Hayes will then try and drive in, but stops. Now she's no travel going to be called there as she kind of reached out. No foot skid, though. As there's a drive on the baseline, into the paint. It's Emily Lincoln as she gets it out finally. And there's going to be a foul here, and that's going to go on Addie Lay. And that will go on Addie Lay. That'll be team's second foul. To inbound it is Naren Hayes. Hayes will get it into Lincoln. Lincoln goes up. No good. Rebounded by Josie Murphy. Murphy will give it to Rothweiler. Now back the other way. 2-0 still the score. Monroe City leads. Addie Abel on the near wing. She'll find Lay in the corner. Lay looks down the baseline. Tried to pass to Murphy, but it's picked off by Emily Lincoln. Not a very good pass. And now here's a pass up. Here's a drive. This one up. No good. Rebounded by Josie Murphy. That shot taken by Sophie Gers in the paint. Now they're all back the other way. Into the corner. Addie Abel for three. No good. Off the front of the rim. Here Rothweiler drives. She goes up. She'll go foul. She'll go to the line. Some of them going to try and let the three ball fly, but it's not going to work so far. Ronnie Richardson on the call. And that will go on the number 12 of Lola Smizer. Her first. Team's first. Here Rothweiler at the line for two. Decent little student section for Highland High School showing up. This one up. No good. A decent parent section as well, and even some of the Canton parents and students sticking around to watch this one. Kind of surprised with the weather that's on the way. This one up. No good. Missing both of them, and Highland's still looking for first points of the game. Potterfield with it. She can't get out. She's just going to chuck it, and Abby Lake comes up with it. Lake going to drive. She'll get fouled. She'll go to the line. Ava Potterfield on the foul there. Her first, team second. Fouls are tied up here. Here's a chance to tie up the game, though.
Abby Lake to the line. Shooting a two for the Lakers.
Lay, first one up. No good. Bella Vaughn gets set to come in, and she's going to come in for the shooter. So she'll hold off and it'll depend on if Lay hits this shot. This one up. No good. Struggling on the free throws today so far. Monroe City going to try and bring it up. They get it to Ava Potterfield there on the near wing. She's going to shoot for three. Hits it. So it should be 5-0 Monroe City. Rothweiler will give it to Sharp. Sharp will go across over to Lay. Lay drives in and shuts it out to Rothweiler. Rothweiler drives into the elbow. She'll get it out to Addie Abel. Abel looking. He brings it to the near wing. Down low pass to Murphy. Then back to Abel. Tipped away by Abel, however, but gets it to LA. And now Rothweiler with it on the far wing. Rothweiler goes to her right. She's going to drive. She gets to the paint. She loses it. She gets it back. And they'll call it travel on Rothweiler. And it'll stay 5-0. 3:53 remaining.
Talavon ends the game on Lake Cougars.
Talavon will enter for Abby Lay. As to inbound, Lola Smizer will get it into Ava Potterfield. The pressure being put on by the Highland Lady Cougars. They have done very well on that press that they get going. As loses it though, Monroe City keeps it and their own end. Passes it back now. It's to Naren Hayes. Hayes looks around and she'll pass it across to Sophie Gers. Gers looks around as Leah Thomas gets set to come in. Ball currently with Emily Lincoln. That one up, no good. It'll be a foul. It'll be baseline, I believe. On a shove. It will be a baseline foul.
Second personal foul.
We'll go on Abel, her second. Cougars are struggling here to get a stop, though, but it's still quite early as here comes the drive from Naren Hayes. This one up, no good. Lincoln on the shot there. It's rebounded now out to Ava Potterfield. And Josie Murphy's going to go flying at Ava Potterfield. She'll get the foul.
Fowler. Highlands over your first personal last match.
Highlands starting to get into a little bit of foul trouble here early on.
This one inbounded to Ava Potterfield, then chucks it across to Lola Smizer. Smizer going to look in. Down low pass. Here's the drive up and in for two. Darren Hayes. 7-0 your score. Diego not using the timeout. 3:01 remaining. This one over to Malia Thomas. Thomas going to drive in. She's going to chuck it out. They're going to travel.
Valley Lundberg enters the game with Lady Cougars, replacing Murray.
Allie Lundberg will enter the game. 2:57 here. Cougars want to try and get some points and get out of this quarter and try and regroup in the second. Here's a drive. That one down low pass. That one goes out of bounds. Will be Highland ball. On the baseline. They'll have to bring it across the court to the basket. Substitution. This time it'll be Brent Williams still into the game. This one inbounded to Malia Thomas. Thomas will bring it up a little bit. And she'll bring it across mid-court. On the near wing, she hands it back to Kira Rothweiler. Rothweiler looks, she'll pass it across to Vaughn. Vaughn will then go to Malia Thomas. Thomas will then go to Rothweiler up top. Rothweiler looking to drive in a little bit. She stops, she looks around. She'll pass it across to Ella Vaughn. Vaughn will then go across to her left to Rothweiler. Rothweiler will drive. It goes off of her, out of bounds. Monroe City ball. Highland struggling with the ball handling here in this first quarter.
Like Spalding,
Very similar situation as in the Highland tournament, being down to Kirksville in the first quarter like this. All it'll take is that first score, though, and Highland might just get on a bit of a run here. Over on the far sideline, it's Gayers. Gayers will look in. He Smizer. Smizer underneath the rim goes up. No good. Rebounded by Allie Lundberg. We'll get a foul here, and that will be Highland ball. On the 22 of Brent Williams.
His first personal foul.
Chevy Sharp inbound pressure going to be put on here. We'll get a late substitution. Emma Berry will come into the game for Chevy Sharp with 2:16 remaining. 7-0 your score. Monroe City leads. They'll get it in to Kira Rothweiler. Rothweiler will look to bring it up. Rothweiler, she's going to drive, gets a bit of a screen from Lundberg. She's going to stop, steps back, and she's going to drive. Baseline up and in for two. Kira Rothweiler. Almost inbounded it on the floor as it gets it in to Emily Spalding. Spalding will look across. Rothweiler with the steal. Up for two. Kira Rothweiler makes it a 3-point game. 7-4 your score. This one inbounded to Sophie Gayers. Gayers gets it up. Highland will get a steal here in the Monroe City paint, and now back the other way. It's Kira Rothweiler. Rothweiler brings it up to the arc. She's going to go to the corner. Ella Vaughn and pass it out to Thomas. Thomas for three. Malia Thomas ties it up at 7 apiece.
They woke up. And
There's a chuck. Now on a bad pass. Now a battle for the ball on the ground. Kira Rothweiler stripes it out. Now a battle again. It goes out of bounds. Highland ball underneath the Monroe City net. And Adam Rung will take a timeout here. We'll take a break and be back here on the Lewis County Ski Sports Network.
Need some fuel in your car and your belly? Stop by Murphy's gas station in Monticello, Missouri. With a full menu and daily specials, sweet snacks, and plenty of fuel, they'll help you get through your day and to your destination. Murphy's gas station, just off Highway 16, Monticello, Missouri.
If your school, team, business, or event needs promotional products, then you need Design It in Canton. Design It is a full custom screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you need a couple of shirts or a couple thousand, Design It can handle the job. They have some of the best designers in the area to bring your idea to life. Come in and see them Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays by appointment. You can also shop their online store at designitapparel.com. That's Design It in Canton.
And welcome back. Well, the snow is starting to come down, so I'm going to have to try and make things as quick as possible. Hopefully this game gets over as quick as possible.
Yeah, no kidding.
Tied up here, 7-7, 1:10 remaining in the first quarter. Highland's finally woken up, and they have tied it up fast. Leah Thomas with it. She goes up top, passes it across to Ella Vaughn. Vaughn looking around. She'll pass it over to Chevy Sharp in the far wing. As now she'll pass it across to the near side of Malia Thomas. Thomas looks, spins. Now she gets stuck. As she looks, finds Sharp. That one goes out of bounds. Will remain Highland ball underneath their own basket. 7-7 the score here. As re-entering the game is Tony Reinberg. This will be key for Monroe City with Reinberg. Sharp looking around. She's going to chuck it out. That one tipped. And Monroe City with the possession now as it's being brought up by Naren Hayes. That was tipped by Lola Smizer. Hey, Potterfield with it. She cuts across. Now she brings it back. Passes it to her left. Now to Naren Hayes. Now gets kicked out. Here's a drive for Potterfield. Potterfield goes up and in for two. 9-7 with 27.5 seconds remaining and counting. This one passed up. Chevy Sharp with it. Down low pass. Allie Lundberg going to like to drive. She's going to chuck it out. Loses it is Emma Berry. Berry kicks it out. Now goes over. Malia Thomas trying to find Lundberg, but it's swiped out. We're going to get a foul here, and that will be on the Highland Cougars and send Monroe City to the line. That'll go into 32 of Allie Lundberg. 12 seconds remaining. Monroe City with a chance here to take the lead. For the Lady Panthers. This one up and in. 3-point game. And the starting lineup's going to head back out for Highland. With the exception of Abel. It'll be Josie Murphy, Kira Rothweiler, Abby Lay. Remaining on the court, Chevy Sharp and Emma Berry. At the line, Hayes once again. This one up. No good. Josie Murphy on the rebound. She'll pass it across to Rothweiler. Rothweiler brings it up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Kicks it out. Here's a drive. That one up. No good. Steal. 2, 1, 0. And that will do it for your first quarter. And we'll go to the first quarter break. Down 10-7. Monroe City lead. We'll take a break and be back here on the Lewis County Scoop.
Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown have been serving the area community for 5 generations. They're thankful to be an important part of the community. They provide compassionate funeral and cremation services to the community with a focus on honoring the memory of loved ones. They also offer professional and respectful services to support families during difficult times. That's Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown, family service since 1898.
Litter Feed Incorporated is dedicated to providing unmatched service, building relationships with our customers, and providing animal nutrition services backed by quality products. Stop in today, 103 South Elm Street, Lewistown, Missouri, a founding sponsor of the Lewis County Scoop.
In fact, we entered a second quarter here in the girls' championship game of the 83rd annual Tony Lenzini. Highland currently trails 10-7 against the Monroe City Panthers. A team they'll meet again on Tuesday at Highland High School. But this is for the 83rd annual Tony Lenzini Championship. Remington H. Jaden Schumann on the call. This one being brought up. Monroe City starts with the possession here. Reinberg then goes over to Bryn Williams. Now with Hayes. Hayes up top. She's going to look. She's trying to get in the paint. She'll pass it out to Potterfield. Potterfield being defended by Rothweiler. Potterfield looks. She's going to drive into the paint. Swipe by Lay. And now battle for the ball on the ground. Highland might come up with it, and Abby Lay will. Abby Lay's got 2 to beat. She's going to stop. She'll let things set up. Trying to pass to Josie Murphy. Murphy mishandle it. And no foul going to be called there. As that one goes out of bounds, and that will be a Highland ball underneath their own basket. Mass confusion on the floor there, Jaden. 10-7. Sharp will get it into Murphy. Murphy across the Lay. Lay looking around, trying to find some. She'll pass it across the Sharp. Sharp going to shoot for 3. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Murphy, but it ends up in the hands of Chevy Sharp. Sharp kicks it out. Here's the shot for 3 from Barry. Barry no good on the shot. And now battle for the rebound. Stripped out by Rothweiler, but loses it again. Now we'll get a jump ball here. And we'll stay with the Highland Lady Cougars. Abby Lay jumped in to grab that one.
A lot of fighting down there for the loose ball so far. A lot of fighting. As Abby Lay will come out.
He's waving at Shane Halsey down there. Sharp to inbound it. 7-10 remaining. 10-7 to score. Gives it out to Rothweiler. Rothweiler for 3. Kira Rothweiler. Ties this game up. As a bad pass to Ava Potterfield, it will go out of bounds and will be a Highland possession in their own offensive zone. Now all the media is showing up. They're about a few minutes too late. Everybody's here. Here, Rothweiler will bring it up top. Then she drives into the elbow. She'll kick it out. Here's a shot for three. No good. Ava Potterfield on the rebound. That shot taken by Emma Berry. This one passed to Lola Smizer, and she'll bring it up. She'll hand it off to Hayes. Now Potterfield with it. She goes up top with it. Bit of a shove there. No call. Goes over to Hayes on the far wing. Hayes will look into Smizer. Smizer drives. We're going to chuck that one up. Tried to come in was Reinberg on the rebound, but Emma Berry ends up with it. Here, Rothweiler will bring it back the other way. 10-10 your score with 6:25. Here's a shot for three. No good. Rebounded. And Levon, that one she gets tipped. Goes out of bounds and remains Highland ball underneath their own net.
21, Highland Lady enters the game for the Lady Panthers, placing Reinberg.
Another substitution. This one down low pass. Here, Rothweiler up. No good, but she'll get fouled. She'll go to the line. A little too much on that one as it went high on the backboard and down on the front of the rim there, Jaden.
Foul on race number 12, Lola Smizer, second person.
Foul line number 12, Lola Smizer.
Off the ball over the line.
That'll hurt if she gets in foul trouble.
That's her second.
One more, she'll probably have to go sit for a little bit. That one up and in for Vera Rothweiler.
Great lead in
Her 8th point of the game.
plays.
She has 8 of the 11 points so far this game. Meanwhile, Potterfield with 5 of the 10. This one's up and in for Kira Rothweiler. She now has 9 of the 12. No foul there. I thought we had a foul there, but I guess not. Looking to inbound at Sophie Gers as she gets it into Naren Hayes. Hayes will get it out to Ava Potterfield. Potterfield looking around. She's being defended by Josie Murphy. She gets it across to Hayes, however. Hayes then lifts up, but Emma Berry with a steal, though. Murphy will finish it off and gives it to Kira Rothweiler. Rothweiler stops. She chucks it out. Here's for three. No good as it bounces around. Josie Murphy almost on the rebound. She does get it. She passes it back. Here's the lip and in. No good. Ella Vaughn. We're going to foul here, and that will go against the Highland Cougars. That'll go on Ella Vaughn. Lots of chaos in the paint.
First, teams first.
Teams first in this quarter. 12-10 your score. Highland Lady Cougars have a lead. This one in to Emily Lincoln. Lincoln will bring it up. Right, she's going to stop. She'll pass it back to Gers. Now it's going to move around wide open to the paint. Here's a drive. This one up. No good. Out of bounds. It'll be Highland Cougar ball underneath the Monroe City basket. On the further side of the baseline, Sharp will pass it in to Rothweiler. Rothweiler's going to bring it up. Abel still sitting on the bench, trying to keep her out of foul trouble. She already does have 2. Passes it in to Sharp on the near wing. Then goes to her right to Quick Vaughn, then to Berry, then over the far wing with Rothweiler. Rothweiler goes up top to Murphy, then comes over the near wing to her left to Emma Berry. Berry looks around, passes it across. Sharp tips it away. What? Kira Rothweiler saves it from going out. Rothweiler brings it up. She's going to drive in the paint. She'll go up. No good. Battle for the rebound. Ava Potterfield just waits and it falls into her hands. Potterfield hands it to Hayes, then passes it up to Sophie Gers. Gers brings it up on the near wing. Gers will then move up top, passes it to the 21 of Emily Lincoln. Goes to Naren Hayes, then to Sophie Gers. Gers up top. Gers looks. She's going to try and drive in. She's going to stop. She's going to pass it out to Lincoln. Lincoln then goes back to Naren Hayes. Now drive. Ava Potterfield underneath, up and in for 2. Ties it up at 12 apiece on a baseline drive and gets a wide open pass. Kira Rothweiler will bring it up. 4:36 remaining. Josie Murphy with it. That one tipped. Chevy Sharp gets it back. LeVon tries to drive in. That one tipped away. Naren Hayes will pass it to Ava Potterfield. Potterfield with a wide open drive. She stops. She'll brings it up into the free throw area. She'll pass it back to Hayes. Hayes will then go to Lincoln. Lincoln will go to Ava Potterfield. Who'll hand it off to Nick Hayes. Yeah. Bad pass there by Monroe City. That one intended for Emily Lincoln as it goes, or actually Naren Hayes, it goes out of bounds.
Placing Merton.
Malia Thomas will re-enter the game for Josie Murphy. Sharp will inbound it to Rothweiler. Cougars set up around the arc. A few going in and out, trying to draw up some defense to get an open lane. Malia Thomas up top, hands it across to Vaughn. Then goes to her right for Kira Rothwell. Rothwell looks to drive. She's going to stop. She's going to chuck it out. Here comes Emma Berry into the paint. Berry then gives it out. So Malia Thomas. Thomas will go up top to Sharp. Sharp going to look around. 3:49 remaining. Hands it out to Ella Vaughn. Vaughn going to look around. Passes it across to Rothweiler. Rothweiler looks. She's going to drive. She gets in the paint. She's going to stop. She's going to check out to Thomas. Thomas is going to look in to Berry. Or Vaughn. Vaughn actually going to drive. She's going to go up and in for two. Ella Vaughn. 3:32 remaining. This one passed up wide open. Here comes a drive from the 22 of Bryn Williams. Then she gives it out to Cam Dyer. Moving it around. Now Potterfield, then over. Now it's going to go over to the far side for Dyer. Dyer then goes up top to Lincoln. Lincoln looking around. She'll hand it off to the Hayes. Then gets it into Lincoln. Lincoln goes up and in for two. Tied up again at 14. Kira Rothweiler will bring it up. Pass it across the Sharp on the far wing and into the corner for Vaughn. Vaughn looking around. Leah Thomas cuts in, but no pass there. Gives it up top to Berry, then goes to Rothweiler on the wing. Drives in. We're going to get a foul here, and that's going to be a floor foul. It'll be Monroe City's second foul. A bit of a lighter foul call here, 23 of Darren Hayes. Her first, team second. To inbound. I believe it is Sharp to inbound it. Nope, it is Leah Thomas gets it in. Kira Rothweiler just has to chuck it over her head to keep it in bounds, but ends up in the hands of Cam Dyer. Now Monroe City with it, and Aaron Hayes going to drive. She's going to drive. She's going to go up off the bottom of the backboard. That one off of Cougar goes out of bounds and will be Monroe City ball underneath their own net. Adelaide will re-enter the game here for Ella Vaughn. 14-14 your score. Monroe City with a chance to take the lead back. Highland kind of keeping a lead with Monroe City having to play catch up. This one down low pass, a drive up, no good. Rebounded by Malia Thomas. A grab at the arm there, but no foul by the officials. Here Rothweiler brings it up. She's on the near wing. She's going to drive. She's going to go up. That one dragged out of her hands and ends up in the hands of Emily Lincoln. David Potterfield's going to bring it up. 2:23. Monroe City gets a stop there. And now they got a chance to take the lead again. That one almost tipped away from Emily Lincoln by Addie Lay. Now up top. Now down low pass in. Here's a drive, a shot, a foul on Addie Lay.
First, second, team second.
They'll call a shove on her. And that's going to send to the line the 22 of Bryn Williams. This one up. No good. Rattled out. 2-2 are the fouls. 14-14 the score. Here's the chance to take a 1-point lead. Josie Murphy back into the game. I believe someone else. I'm not sure which. This one up and in. So they'll take a 1-point lead. And another substitution in Cam Dyer. Emma Berry will inbound it to Malia Thomas. Thomas will bring out Ella Vaughn, actually, who had re-entered the game. I thought that was a 23, but that was a 22. As there's a drive, Malia Thomas up and in for two. Malia Thomas takes a 1-point lead. Cam Dyer with it on the far wing. Josie Murphy comes up on her, passes it back to Ava Potterfield. Now back to Dyer. Dyer looks, drive. Up to the wing, then up top, then a pass down low. Now here is Emily Lincoln who has to pass it out. Now into the wing. Now across to Ava Potterfield. Potterfield looking to try and get away. Then passes up top to Emily Lincoln. Lincoln over to the far wing to the 11 of Sophie Gares. Gares shoots the three. No good. Rebounded by Ella Vaughn. Joanne to Malia Thomas. Thomas will bring it up. Passes it across to Vaughn. Vaughn into the corner for Sharp. Sharp drives into the elbow. She's going to stop. A few look for Berry, but loses it. She keeps it in, however. Passes it out to Murphy, then gives it to Malia Thomas. Thomas will pass it across to Vaughn. Vaughn up top to Sharp. Sharp then goes in the near wing for Vaughn, then goes into the corner for Thomas. Thomas will bring it up top and passes it to Berry, then goes to Sharp. Now Ella Vaughn for the three. No good. Bounced in and out. And it's rebounded by the 23 of Darren Hayes. Hayes will bring it up. 50 seconds remain. Harris tries to drive. No good. Tipped away by Vaughn. Now Ava Potterfield tried to shot the three ball, but immediately Vaughn got back in front of her. Back with Potterfield after a pass to Grave or Gares. Now it's moving around up top now with. Now into the paint. This one up and in for two. That one by Cam Dyer. 17-16 to score with 23 seconds remaining. Malia Thomas here. Passes it to Ella Vaughn. Chance to walk out of this half with the lead. Looks into Murphy. Murphy trying to get to the rim, but she gets pushed down. No foul. Ava Potterfield passes it back to Hayes. Hayes will bring it up. She's going to pass it up. She Dyers, who goes back to. Has this one just thrown up? That one up. No good off the strap. And I think they'll say that's the half. Monroe City walks out with a 17-16 lead. We'll take a break and be back here with the second half of action.
Savings are here at Missouri Airco. Sweet Tooth Hostess Sweet Treats are 2 for $4. And try Wenzel's Farm Pro Sticks, 2 for only $6. Also, save $4 on Old Trapper Beef Jerky 10-ounce bags. Airco Rewards members get double the points on promotional items.
Shelter Insurance Agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
With the winter weather ending, your car is going to need a real deep cleaning, but you can't find the time. Take it to Sharp Custom Detailing in Lewistown, Missouri. They'll make your car look like it just came off the lot. Give us a call at 660-341-1269. When fall arrives and you're searching for the perfect pumpkin, head to Autumn Harvest Farms just off Highway 24 in West Quincy. With pumpkins, family fun, and more, it's the place to be this autumn. Returning this fall. Don't miss it.
Welcome back here. Halftime show brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. 17-16, Monroe City Panthers lead. Jane, the Cougars got a bit on a roll there, though. But, of course, some foul trouble kind of helped out the Monroe City Panthers there at the end.
Yeah, Highland started off pretty slow in this game. That was a 7-0 run for Monroe City. But then they went on their own 7-0 run. So, as Avery Olmeyer says, it's a game of runs. And so far, this game's just proved it.
I don't know if someone's trying to whistle at me or something like that. Like someone is whistling very loud and messing with somebody or what. 8:24, we're seeing if Donald Armentrout will join us. I wouldn't blame him if he's already headed. Which I don't really see him. I haven't seen him. I don't know if he just hid in the hospitality room or if he's already headed back to.
He just texted me and said, "Yeah, now." I said, "Yes, please."
I should really tell these coaches beforehand. I always kind of forget that. So 17-16, Monroe City currently leads. As Highland will probably make the adjustments that they need to come back out in the half. I mean, it's very similar to what they had at the Highland tournament when they played Kirksville. Started off a little slow and got a bit of a run going in that second half. Still kind of trailing, tagged it up at the half. And then after that, they just went on a run and completely dominated the rest of the game. So maybe we'll see it again here. And Monroe City might not have an answer, but we'll see what Monroe City's also able to cook up. I wouldn't put it past Adam Rung to have something in his pocket. So I think we'll take a bit of a break here as well. At your halftime report, we'll hopefully get Coach Dalton Armentrout here in a bit. And we'll be back with that.
Need some fuel in your car and your belly? Stop by Murphy's gas station in Monticello, Missouri. With a full menu and daily specials, sweet snacks, and plenty of fuel, they'll help you get through your day and to your destination. Murphy's gas station, just off Highway 16, Monticello, Missouri. This broadcast is brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, provided you're needing heating, cooling, and plumbing throughout the tri-state area. Give Blake a call today at 573-822-4284 or visit them at filupsheatingandcooling.com. Got farmland you want to rent out? Contact Austin Braunstein at B&B Farms, a local farm ran by generations of farming. Give Austin a call at 573-501-1151. B&B Farms, a proud sponsor of Lewis County Scoop Sports. Need rock, sand, fertilizer, grain, or feed hauled? Hoeing Trucking LLC has you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we deliver fast, reliable service across the Midwest. Family owned and built on trust, we move what matters safely and on time. Call Hoeing Trucking today, 217-430-0130, or visit hoeingtruckingllc.com.
Shelter Insurance Agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
And welcome back. He's heading this way. We'll get him a microphone here ready. Well, hold on. I'll have to unplug it real quick. We're going through in a more orderly fashion here. Could you go back to that last page?
Yes.
Perfect. We'll turn up his microphones. We'll see about where that sits. As Coach Dalton Armentrout will join us here. Coach, congratulations. You guys reclaimed the third crown title, but you guys almost gave me a heart attack there along the way.
You're telling me, I was there too.
But it definitely felt like your team really had to step up, though, today. That's the Van Far side if you want if you want the Keaton side. So there you go. But it felt like a lot of this team had to step up, especially without your freshman and Bryson Brewer, who's typically been a good scoring for you. But Kane Oliver's finally found some scoring tonight as well. It kind of felt like he was struggling during this tournament, but definitely found some tonight.
That's cool. Brings some adversity. When we think we're down 9 and we'll play the first half. First in the second half out of 6. Like I coach. The trainer steps up. He steps up and kind of bounce obviously. It's not people. Miles of ball. It's a terrible job as well. Rebounding the ball. Score 2, but I mean, it's just smashing on the board really helped us.
He's been very impressive, especially for a junior. And I don't was he on the team last year? I can't remember. He was okay. So I couldn't because I didn't really remember his face when I seen him this year. And I was like, was he on that team? And I just couldn't really put a name to a face and stuff. But so he's definitely stepped up as well for this team, especially in this tournament. It feels like. But I mean, overall, you got a lot of young guys that just really stepped up for his team.
I thought way to step up. All really. Some nice knowledge time.
Of course, now you're going to come back to Palmyra on Tuesday to play the Palmyra Panthers. So I'm going to assume you're going to stick around for that championship game to kind of see what happens in that dark cell.
Still, I've had 2 guys,
So, well, thank you so much, Coach. As we get set here for the second half of action, Monroe City leads 17-16. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
That was Coach Dalton Armentrout. As well, we get set for the upcoming second half as 13H being shooting on the call. He's going to check his foot.
No, it's not your book.
We'll take a bit of a break. We'll be back.
This broadcast is brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, provided you're needing heating, cooling, and plumbing throughout the tri-state area. Give Blake a call today at 573-822-4284 or visit them at filupsheatingandcooling.com. Need some fuel in your car and your belly? Stop by Murphy's Gas Station in Monticello, Missouri. With a full menu and daily specials, sweet snacks, and plenty of fuel, they'll help you get through your day and to your destination. Murphy's Gas Station, just off Highway 16, Monticello, Missouri. With the winter weather ending, your car is going to need a real deep cleaning, but you can't find the time. Take it to Sharp Custom Detailing in Lewistown, Missouri. They'll make your car look like it just came off the lot. Give us a call at 660-341-1269.
Shelter Insurance Agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
From feed and fuel to fertilizer and farm supplies, Farmers Co-op has what you need. Call Mike Stauffer at 660-342-6788 and let your co-op keep your farm growing strong.
We are back here, 17-16 your score. Monroe City currently leads. The Highland Lady Cougars, the defending Tony Lenzini champions. As at first, it was a 7-0 run for the Monroe City Panthers, and now Highland has gone on a run themselves. And now they've come back and kept this game pretty close. They kind of were keeping Palmyra on keep-up mode, or Monroe City on keep-up mode, and Monroe City was able to take a lead there late after a couple stops. What are we waiting on here? We got some projectiles over on the far sideline, it looks like. Well, athletic director Ben Beaning's over there with the Highland parents section. Looks like there's some on the floor, and I don't think they're going to continue until whatever it is gets cleaned up. And I don't know if nobody keeps a broom nearby. You
know, this gym has been rough quiet all week long, but today it's finally been what I remember.
They're finally figuring something out, and
even this morning we're playing at 9 a.m. The gym was just dead.
Championship games as I keep the walkway clear. I don't know what we're waiting on. Well, I guess there's some over there in front of on the far sideline that says keeping us from playing. Where are we waiting? Well, let's take a break. We'll be back.
Savings are here at Missouri Airco. Sweet Tooth Hostess Sweet Treats are 2 for $4. And try Wenzel's Farm Pro Sticks, 2 for only $6. Also, save $4 on Old Trapper Beef Jerky 10-ounce bags. Airco Rewards members get double the points on promotional items.
When fall arrives and you're searching for the perfect pumpkin, head to Autumn Harvest Farms just off Highway 24 in West Quincy. With pumpkins, family fun, and more, it's the place to be this autumn. Returning this fall. Don't miss it.
Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown have been serving the area community for 5 generations. They're thankful to be an important part of the community. They provide compassionate funeral and cremation services to the community with a focus on honoring the memory of loved ones. They also offer professional and respectful services to support families during difficult times. That's Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown, family service since 1898.
And we are back here. We have stoppage in the game as I believe someone's stomach didn't really agree with them as they must have made a trail out of the gym. It looks like people are starting to go off of the mat that's kind of in front of the bleachers. We're actually having people kind of walk on the court to get to their seats and everything. And I think we're just waiting on a pop or what we're really waiting on. As athletic director Ben Beating is out there keeping people off fit and everything. I wish Superintendent Jason Harper's had it brought to his attention, and I don't know if someone must have went out to go get a shampoo or something like that, because it is carpet that they have over on the sides. So
We have had some of the weirdest things happen this tournament so far.
yeah,
Some of the weirdest things.
it's been a weird tournament. Well, let's take a break. Remington Yates, Jay Chuman on the call. We'll be back after this.
Litter Feed Incorporated is dedicated to providing unmatched service, building relationships with our customers, and providing animal nutrition services backed by quality products. Stop in today, 103 South Elm Street, Lewistown, Missouri, a founding sponsor of the Lewis County Scoop.
Savings are here at Missouri Airco. Sweet Tooth Snickers share size bars are 2 for $5. And try Hershey's 1 bar, 2 for $4. Great savings. Also, Icon Meats beef sticks are 2 for $6. Airco Rewards members get double the points on promotional items.
And we are back. Superintendent Jason Harper and Athletic Director Ben Beating here. I guess wet rags, and they're having to wipe up whatever it is on their hands and knees. Oh my goodness. 17-16 your score. Monroe City leads. They're letting both teams get warmed up. And finally, the broom shows up with the, well, what are they keeping those little canisters?
I'm not for sure.
So I remember on the school buses, they used to have, the salt or whatever.
Yeah, and it would
smelled like
Monroe City's boys behind us.
they're having fun with it. As
They're
they got
a blast right now.
They got a championship game later, as they'll take on the Palmyra Panthers, and we're already well behind schedule. This game initially was supposed to tip off at 10 o'clock. It tipped off at around 10:30. And we are at 11:20. I believe that last game was supposed to tip off at 12. So actually might be able to get back on schedule if this game keeps going the way it is, with Monroe City only have one timeout taken. That was a 30-second in the first after Highland got on a run. Yep, now things should be cleaned up, and now we'll get things back going. Both teams will join together for one last huddle again, just like we're coming right out of halftime. 16 minutes remaining. Remington Yates, Jaden Schumann on the call. All the media of the area here for this championship tournament. For the 83rd annual Tony Lenzini here at Palmyra High School.
They're still mopping it up.
They are still mopping. They're going to keep mopping. Give a round of applause. The janitors. And more rags are coming out, so we're just going to keep going here. So we get going, please.
I know.
Snow is coming. Like we gotta go.
Yeah, they'll get them in. They got their people here, but they ain't gonna get anybody out.
Mom's under having a laugh. I think she's listening in. Hey!
She is.
And we are back underway. Monroe City will start with possession here on the near wing, being defended by Lane Abel. She'll get it in. Here's a shot for three from Hayes. No good off the side of the rim. Rebounded by Chevy Sharp. She'll pass it across the Kira Rothweiler. Rothweiler will bring it up. Rothweiler drives in, then kicks it out to Addie Abel. Abel mid-range up. No good. Abby Ray wide open. Goes up. She gets fouled. She'll go to the line for two. That'll be Monroe City's first foul of the third. That'll go on Ava Potterfield for second. Play at the line. This one up and in. 1 for 3. Has to go 2 for 4. That one up, no good. He'll go 1 for 4. Reinberg, then back to Hayes. Hayes will then chuck it up to Ava Potterfield. Potterfield looking around, and we're still cleaning on the sideline. The janitor's going to have to keep an eye out. Here comes the drive from Hayes. Hayes is going to kick it out to Reinberg. Reinberg up top and gets it to the near wing of Potterfield. Potterfield looks, stops, She'll just kick it over to, I keep losing my names here, Lola Smizer. Reinberg with it. Reinberg will look into Smizer. Smizer will go up. No good. That'll be the rebound out of bounds, and it'll be Highland ball. 17-17 the score, tied up after Abby Lay free throw. Sharp will inbound it to Addie Abel.
Hot 17.
Abel will bring it up herself. She'll pass it to Addie Lay. Lay will then go to Rothweiler. Almost went off the head of a Monroe City Panther. Abel will go back to center court. Then she'll pass it near side for Lay. Then to Rothweiler on the wing. Rothweiler will then go to Murphy up top. Murphy will then look to Sharp. Sharp will then go to Abel. Abel going to shoot for three. And she hits it. Addie Abel. Now here comes a drive from Gares. That's going to be a travel and a Highland ball. 2017. Sharp inbounds it.
What were you doing in 2017?
I was in high school. Rothweiler kicks it at the lay. Lay for three. No good. That one too much on it. Rebounded by Ava Potterfield. Potterfield will pass it across to Hayes. Hayes will bring it out. She's going to kick it into the corner for the 11 of Sophie Graves. Gares. I don't know why I keep saying Graves. Reinberg with a wide open up top. She'll pass it across to Smizer. Smizer will look in, but Addie Abel is just standing there. Nobody was there for the ball. Abel down low pass to Murphy. Murphy going to go up and in for two. Josie Murphy. Josie Murphy. Gares with it. She's got a bit of a path here. She's got Lay to beat. She's going to go up. No good. Weinberg on the rebound. Up. No good. Addie Lay gets the rebound. She'll pass to Addie Abel. No foul going to be called after a swipe at the arm from Gares. Rothweiler going to drive on the baseline. And a blocking foul on Reinberg on a Rothweiler drive to the baseline from the near side. 22-17. Third quarter.
Number 45.
Reinberg with her first personal foul. She went out early in the game for injury, but came back. Addie Abel looks around. She'll find Lay, but it's tipped away by Monroe City. As it's Hayes, she'll pass it across to Potterfield. Potterfield loses it for a second. She'll bring it up. Now she'll pass it to Hayes, who brings it across midcourt. Hayes being held at center court. She's going to drive, gets past Sharp. Now she's going to look around. She'll pass it to Reinberg. Reinberg will then look to the corner, but that one tipped away by Kira Rothweiler. Stays Monroe City ball. Timeout going to be taken by Coach Adam Rung. It'll be a full. We'll take a break and be back.
Got farmland you want to rent out? Contact Austin Braunstein at B&B Farms, a local farm ran by generations of farming. Give Austin a call at 573-501-1151. B&B Farms, a proud sponsor of Lewis County Scoop Sports.
The Wild Tiger Boutique in Canton is your local game day boutique. They offer a curated collection of game day apparel and accessories for the entire family. Their collections include items for the home, jewelry and accessories, and an extensive line of apparel for local high school, college, and Greek life. Now's also the perfect time to check out their Valentine's collection. The Wild Tiger Boutique is open Monday to Friday 8 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 2. Come in and see them in Canton or shop online at thewildtigerboutique.com, a proud supporter of the Canton Tigers.
From feed and fuel to fertilizer and farm supplies, Farmers Co-op has what you need. Call Mike Stauffer at 660-342-6788 and let your co-op keep your farm growing strong.
And welcome back. 22-17. Highland taking the lead. As they will look to build on that lead. How are you, sir? As Ava Potterfield will inbound it, gets it into Lola Smizer. Smizer will go back to Potterfield. Potterfield on the far sideline. She'll bring it up towards center court. Then she'll pass it over to Lola Smizer. Smizer looks around. He's going to go near wing to Gares. Gets it into Hayes. Hayes can't get to the rim and loses it. Rothweiler gets it. Tries to pass it back to Sharp. Here's a drive. That one up. And it'll be shoved into the line for two. Chevy Sharp on a shove foul. That'll send Gares to
Sophie Garrett to the line.
She'll shoot for two. This one up and in. Reinberg will head out of the game. Into the game is, I believe, Emily Lincoln. This one up and in. 22-19. Rothweiler will bring it up. 5:11 remaining in the third. This one past to Abel. Abel looks. She's on the far wing. She goes to her right. Then passes it across to Sharp. Right to her left. Murphy goes to her right. Rothweiler goes back towards center court. Passes it across to Abel. Abel to Sharp, then to Lay up top. Lay will then go to Rothweiler, to Abel. Abel looking around. Go pass it to Rothweiler. Rothweiler going to drive. She loses it, however. And Aaron Hayes comes up with it. Runs into Sharp, but keeps the ball and passes it across to Ava Potterfield. 22-19. Monroe City looking to tie things up here. Pass it back now up top to Smizer. Smizer being defended by Lay. Passes it across to Lincoln, then back to Smizer. Smizer will then go to the corner for Potterfield. Potterfield looks, he's going to drive, then kicks it out to the corner. Here's a shot for three. And it's it. That's the number 11 of Sophie Gares. Ties things up at 22 apiece. Hattie Abel will bring things up. Monroe City faithful getting loud. This one passed to Chevy Sharp in the corner. Swipe that. It was Gares. Sharp trying to drive on the baseline. She stops. Down low pass to Murphy. Murphy going to kick it out to Abel. Abel for three. No good off the rim, but Highland on the rebound. Rothweiler up and in for two. Here, Rothweiler. So Coach Ashton Jacobs take a 30-second timeout. We'll take a break and be back. Highland takes the lead. 3:49 remaining. 24-22. We'll be back.
When fall arrives and you're searching for the perfect pumpkin, head to Autumn Harvest Farms just off Highway 24 in West Quincy. With pumpkins, family fun, and more, it's the place to be this autumn. Returning this fall. Don't miss it.
And welcome back here. Breaking up the huddles. Monroe City taking a bit of a deep huddle. They go kind of out on the court for their huddle. Highland keeps it close to the bench.
I just saw something funny from across the court. Highland, or not Highland, Palmar's entire student section is filling in. You just got Caden and Aiden sitting in the middle of it.
Oh my gosh, get a picture of that if you can. Oh my, that is. As here comes a drive. This one up and in for two. That's the 23 of Naren Hayes. There's a drive. Abel up. No good. Rebound Hayes. Looking at jump ball here. Josie Murphy. It'll be a Highland ball underneath their own basket, and Monroe City is not happy about it. Substitutions. Ella Vaughn and Emma Berry will come into the game for Rothweiler and Abby Lay. Abel will inbound it. 24-24 with a chance to take a lead. She'll get it out to Vaughn. Vaughn will give it to Sharp. Sharp in the paint. Passes it out to Abel. Abel for three. Hey! Addie Abel for three. 27-24 now the score. Ava Potterfield with it. Passes it in to Smizer. Smizer will go over to Lincoln, then out to Gares. Gares will then go up top to Smizer. Smizer to Gares on the far wing. Gares moves up top, hands it to Smizer. Smizer looking around, passes it into the wing for Hayes. Hayes with a contact. No foul being called yet. Now it's being moved around. Potterfield. Go look. Finds Smizer up top. 250. Down low. Shot up. No good. Rebound Josie Murphy and a foul. Murphy came down hard on the rebound there. We'll see if she's okay. That will go on the 23 of Naren Hayes, her second, team's third. Allie Lundberg going to come into the game. They're going to check on Josie Murphy. She's holding the back of her head. Give her a bit of a break. Go get some water. Coach Adam Rung asking about something. Very dangerous play there, getting shoved while you're in the air. You have real no control over yourself, so. Sharp hits it in to Barry, then gives it back to Sharp. Sharp going to give it to Abel. Abel going to drive, gets into midcourt. Now they're going to drive back, picks it out to Barry, then to Sharp in the corner. Sharp on the wing. Then gives it to Barry up top. Or Ella Vaughn, actually. Vaughn will then go to Barry here on the near wing. Then gives it to Abel up top. She drives in from the near wing. She'll kick it out. She stops. She kicks it over to Abel. Abel for three. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound by Chevy Sharp. Sharp's going to drive on the baseline. Up. No good. Rebound. Vaughn up. No good. Naren Hayes on the rebound there. Monroe City brings it back. 3-point game. She's going to chuck it up. Ava Potterfield, that one off the back of the rim. Don't know why you take a shot like that. You're wide open, but you're still deep. You're going to take a couple steps up. As here's a steal from Darren Hayes. She's got two to beat. She's down low pass. Potterfield up. No good. Got over the rebound. Addie Abel comes up with it. She'll pass it up to Sharp. Sharp's going to drive. Stop. That one swiped out. She steps out of bounds. It will be Highland ball into their own basket. Leah Thomas will enter the game.
Bryn Williams, the Highland Lady Panthers.
Bryn Williams will enter the game now. 27-24 championship game. 1:47 remaining. Highland leads. Addie Abel look. She'll get it into Allie Lundberg. Lundberg having to make sure to plant her feet. That one almost tipped by Gers on a pass to Malia Thomas. She'll pass it to Abel on the near wing. Then goes over the far wing with Barry. Barry drives in the paint. Stops. She looks. She kicks it out to Thomas. Thomas is looking around. She'll bring it. She'll drive into the paint. She's going to throw it up. She'll get swiped at. And that'll be a foul and sends Thomas to the line for two. That's going to get called on Sophie Gers.
Monroe City Lady Gear and for personal be sore.
That's going to put Monroe City on their fourth foul with 1:29 remaining. And we'll send Highland to the rest on the next foul for this quarter. That one up no good for Malia Thomas. Her second shot with a chance to make it a 4-point game. This one up and in. It's a 4-point game, 24-28. Highland leads. This one passed into Garrett. She's going to bring it up after an inbound from Darren Hayes. Hayes will look to try and drive. She's being defended by Thomas. She runs into another one. She just chucked that one up, but it's rebounded. And Addie Abel on a steal there. She keeps it in bounds on the far sideline. She's going to drive. She goes up. She gets fouled. She'll go to the line for two. 28-24 Highland leads. That's the fifth foul for Monroe City. That's going to go on Bryn Williams, her second, team's fifth. Abel at the line for two.
Able to the line.
This one up. No good. Chance to make it a 5-point lead. Highland struggling a little on the free throws. I love free, but you got to hit free throws. They're free. Abel at the line. Chance to make it a 5-point game. This one up and in. It is now a 5-point game. Highland leads. 29-24 the score. 1:09 remaining in the third. Highland with a chance to go into the fourth quarter with a lead. Cam Dyer, then goes to Reinberg, then over the far for Williams, then in the corner, keeps it in bounds. Williams kicks it out to Ava Potterfield near midcourt. 51 seconds. Monroe City going to try and kill the clock here and put some points on the board and have some momentum. Gives it over here to Dyer. Dyer on the near wing. She'll chuck it up top to Reinberg, then over to Williams. Williams looking around. She'll pass it up top to Potterfield. Potterfield looks to drive. She stops. She spins. She's looking. She's trying. She can't find anything to give it to. She's just going to chuck it up. No good. 30 seconds remain. Addie Abel on the rebound. 27 seconds and counting. 29-24. Addie Abel brings it up. She cuts across the court. A bit of a grab there. No foul. As she tried to throw it down, find out Lundberg, but instead it goes out of bounds. You saw that too, though, right? Where she kind of grabbed her hand. Abel's hand went back. I was surprised there wasn't a foul call on that.
Began a little snipe game.
At the same time, though, these officials are not trying to let an entire tournament championship be on a few minor calls.
As there's a handoff, Ava Potterfield with it. She goes up top, then she passes it into Gers on the wing. Then over to Hayes. She shoots off the side of the rim, able in the rebound, and that'll do it for the third quarter and send us to the fourth. Highland leading 29-24. It's a close one here, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Tony Lenzini Championship, 83rd annual Tony Lenzini Lewis County Student Sports Network.
If your school, team, business, or event needs promotional products, then you need Design It in Canton. Design It is a full custom screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you need a couple of shirts or a couple thousand, Design It can handle the job. They have some of the best designers in the area to bring your idea to life. Come in and see them Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays by appointment. You can also shop their online store at designitapparel.com. That's Design It in Canton.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
And we are back here. Discussion going on between the Monroe City assistant coach and the official. That looks like they'll walk away. I was kind of hoping he'd keep talking, and maybe we get a tee. On an assistant coach, how do you mark that on the scoring box?
I believe you just put it on the
Coaches.
on the coaches, yeah. Because it's
29.
technically just a bench foul.
29-24. Highland leads, 7:56. Fourth quarter of action here for the 83rd annual Tony Lenzini Girls Championship. Hayes over to Potterfield. Potterfield thought about it. Now it's going to be jump ball. And Highland will gain possession. And the Monroe City offensive zone. Sharp to inbound it. She'll get it into Rothweiler. Rothweiler bring it up. All but one starter on the court for Highland. It's Malia Thomas, the only bench player. Gives it into Murphy. Murphy. Playing it to Rothweiler. Rothweiler drives, gets in the free throw area. Gives it to Lay. Lay going to go in the free throw, then passes it out to Thomas. Thomas will then go in. She's going to try and chuck it out to Sharp, but it's stolen by Gers. Gers stops on the near wing. He'll pass it to Hayes. Hayes will look to drive mid-range. That one swatted at. Goes out of bounds. It stays Monroe City ball underneath their own basket. Coach Ashton Jacob barking out orders. Hayes to inbound. 29-24. They're going to find Smizer. That one up. No good. Rebounded by Lay. Gives it to Malia Thomas. Thomas is going to get shoved from behind. And that'll be the first foul on Monroe City in this quarter. And that's what it'll probably come down to is the fouls.
Yes, it will.
Third foul for Monroe City. Or third for that player. Their first. That was on the number 12 of Lola Smizer. Rothweiler brings it up. She drives. She kicks it out to Sharp. Sharp for three. Bang! Chevy Sharp for three. On the near corner was Sharp. Reinberg with it up top. Addie Abel getting set to come back in. We're going to get a foul here. I believe that'll go on Josie Murphy, and it will. First, second, team's first. Anyone's got to keep from getting in foul trouble. But let Monroe get in foul trouble. Hayes the inbound, gets it into Potterfield. Potterfield near midcourt, being defended by Addie Abel, who's entered the game. She'll look and gives it to Gers. Gers is looking, backing down Rothweiler, then to Reinberg, then over to Hayes on the far wing. Hayes, down low pass. Reinberg going to drive. She goes up. No foul. Rothweiler on the rebound. Rothweiler tries to get out. There's going to be a foul, and that's going to go on the 11 of Sophie Gers.
Gers is second personal. He's second.
Second personal foul. Team second. 2-1 on the fouls. 32-24. Your score. Highland Lady Cougars lead. 6:25 remaining. Rothweiler going to drive. She's going to stop. She's going to kick it out to Addie Abel. Abel shoots for three.
She should have got the N1 there, too. She got hit.
Timeout. City and the Highland faithful are on their feet. 35-24. Your score. We'll take a break.
With the winter weather ending, your car is going to need a real deep cleaning, but you can't find the time. Take it to Sharp Custom Detailing in Lewistown, Missouri. They'll make your car look like it just came off the lot. Give us a call at 660-341-1269. Got farmland you want to rent out? Contact Austin Braunstein at B&B Farms, a local farm ran by generations of farming. Give Austin a call at 573-501-1151. B&B Farms, a proud sponsor of Lewis County Scoop Sports. Need rock, sand, fertilizer, grain, or feed hauled? Hoeing Trucking LLC has you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we deliver fast, reliable service across the Midwest. Family owned and built on trust, we move what matters, safely and on time. Call Hoeing Trucking today, 217-430-0130, or visit hoeingtruckingllc.com.
As welcome back. Only one cheerleading squad for this game. It's the Monroe City Panthers cheer squad. We were kind of discussing that there off the air. Kind of surprised the Highland Lady Cougars, but we kind of figured maybe travel had something to do with it, with the weather and everything. As now the snow is really starting to come down. The sidewalks finally covered out front. The grass is mostly covered on the back door. Highland leads 35-24. Now they're trying to figure out where the ball was. I believe it was Highland ball when they called the timeout. Uh-oh, might have to go to the Huddle website and take a look here.
If I'm right, it should be Monroe City.
Yeah, because he called the timeout.
Could be looking at the spot to put the ball.
And this, or maybe that.
Yep, that's what they're doing.
Okay. Coach Adam Run frustrated with the officiating. Which one Hall of Famer on this officiating crew, as far as I know. There could be another. I'm pretty positive in Ronnie Richardson. Highland with a steal here. It's Kira Rothweiler bringing it up. Goes into Addie Abel, wide open, shoots for three! Oh, off the side of the rim. They finally heat check it, but Rothweiler gets it back to Abel. Abel going to drive up, and it's a 2-1! Addie Abel! 37-24 and 1 for Abel to score.
Patty Angle to the line.
That foul will go on the 45 of Tamia Reinberg. She'll go sit down, her second, team's third. Abel at the line. This one up and in. Had a lane violation, but they will wave it off on the score. I wonder what the Palmyra student section's cheering for. I wonder if they're split.
Probably Highland.
Maybe.
They're most likely for Highland.
Oh, yeah, because Monroe City and Palmyra have a rivalry. This shot up and in for two. That one was Sophie Cares. 38-26. 12-point game. First 6 point. No. That's not mathing. It's a 12-point game. Yeah, I was right first time. Abel to Rothweiler on the near wing. Rothweiler looking around. He's going to bring it up top. Monroe City maybe looking to adjust their defense. Here's a drive. Rothweiler loses it, but she'll get it back. She'll come back. She'll pass it across the leg. Tipped by Monroe City, so no foul. Patty Lay gives it out. Sharp gives it to Lay. Lay maybe thought mid-range. She's going to drive up a little bit. She'll pump into players. No foul called. And Monroe City will get the rebound. 38-26. 3-1 are the fouls. Yares will look to Hayes. Hayes shoots for three, but it's deflected. But it's picked up by Spicer. We're going to jump ball. Monroe City will keep the possession underneath their own basket. Inbounded from Hayes to Lincoln, then goes to Gares. Gares will then go to the corner for Hayes. Hayes going to grab on the baseline. Lay gets in front of her. That one didn't go out of bounds somehow. As now trying to back down, it's Smizer. Smizer goes up, no good. As Abel gets a pass from Sharp. Now Rothweiler. Jaco's going to have her team slow up, but pressure being put on by Monroe City. Rothweiler gives it to Sharp here in front of her own bench. Goes across to Abel. Abel up top. Brooks. Going to find Lay. Lay will cut it out. Rothweiler for three. But Jacob took a timeout, but it didn't go in. That would have been a bad one if it went in when she called the timeout. But it'll be a full timeout. We'll take a break and be back with 4:17, 38-26 your score.
Litter Feed Incorporated is dedicated to providing unmatched service, building relationships with our customers, and providing animal nutrition services backed by quality products. Stop in today, 103 South Elm Street, Lewistown, Missouri, a founding sponsor of the Lewis County Scoop.
Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown have been serving the area community for 5 generations. They're thankful to be an important part of the community. They provide compassionate funeral and cremation services to the community with a focus on honoring the memory of loved ones. They also offer professional and respectful services to support families during difficult times. That's Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown, family service since 1898.
And welcome back. Schumann is doing some math here. Remington H. Jane Schumann on the call here for the 83rd annual Tony Lenzini Girls Championship game. Highland Lady Cougars Monroe City Panthers. 38-26. Highland Lady Cougars hold the lead. A lot of games have been canceled, but we were going to get these ones in tonight, Jaden.
Yes, we are. And there've been some pretty good games. So
And there's still one more to go. 2 medals are going to Lewis County. Third place for the girls of Canton, who beat. I don't even remember who they beat last time. Was it Hannibal? No.
they beat Palmyra.
Palmyra. As that one from Rothweiler goes back to midcourt. Sharp goes back to get it. And now Canton takes third against Van Far. Here's a drive. That one up, no good. Out of bounds. Will stay Highland ball. And Canton beats Van Far for third. So there's a few medals going to Lewis County. And now a chance for a third set of medals to go back to Lewis County. Lay gets a hand to Rothweiler. Goes to the corner for Abel. Abel will then go to the wing for Sharp. Then up top to Rothweiler. Rothweiler will kick it out to Abel. Abel going to look. He's going to cut across. And goes to Murphy. Murphy going to drive. She's going to throw it up. No good. Off the front of the rim. And rebounded by Gare. She'll pass to Hayes. And gives it up to Lincoln. Or Williams by that. A travel will be called. And Highland will get possession. 38-26 your score. Highland still leads. Scoring's kind of slowed down with 3:32 remaining in the fourth quarter. Murphy up top, passes across to Rothweiler. Sadly, we didn't get a photographer here today. His car wouldn't start thanks to the cold weather. Rothweiler to Murphy. Murphy will cut it across the way. Then comes over to Rothweiler. Rothweiler's going to step back. They're going to kill as much time as they can. 3:14 remaining. Goes over to Abel on the far side. Abel, down low pass. Lay wide open up. No good. She gets her own rebound, however. She cuts it up. Abel for three. Abel. 16 points on the game. 41-26. Potterfield will look in.
Out today.
Rothweiler on the steal, though. That pass intended for Lincoln. Murphy down low, lay up and in for two. 43-26. Hayes with it. She's going to chuck it up. Nobody there. Rothweiler will come in, though, and pick it up. Rothweiler picks it up to Lay. Lay up. No good. No foul. Now a battle for the ball on the ground. We're going to jump ball here. Dangerous situation on the floor here underneath the Highland basket. In the paint. Jacob will give the call to Abel. 43-26 to call. 2:18. Down low pass. Finds Rothweiler. She gets shoved, and that will be foul number 4 for the Monroe City Panthers. Third foul for Bryn Williams. I think Jaco just told the official we might get a timeout here. Unsure. This one up and in. She gives out commands. 44-26. Rothweiler up and in. Nope, no timeout. Snow's really coming down out there. We'll have to try and do a quick interview with Jaco if you can get up here. That's across now over to Potterfield on the far wing. Potterfield will then pass it up top. Now looking down low, there is Gares. Gares goes up, no good. Rothweiler on the rebound. 45-26 your score still. 1:57 remaining. Rothweiler going to slow things up here. And Highland will look to just kill as much clock here. Pass across to Abel. Should this be what we see on Tuesday again? Monday, we'll see Culver Stockton. Make sure to keep an eye out on the Lewis County Scoop for all your sports in the area. Culver plays on Monday against William Woods. Boys are on a bit of a win streak, and the girls have been on a roll for the Culver Stockton Wildcats.
I've
down low pass, Abel up and in for two. For the big buzzer beater win over Clark University.
Substitution timeout, I believe.
And substitution timeout going to be taken by both teams here. 47-26. 1:22 remains. This one inbounded. Now we'll get some unfamiliar faces, so I apologize for Monroe City. Emily Spalding inbounded it, gives it to Cam Dyer. Now up top, now over the wing. Here comes a drive. That is Addison Oswald. Oswald stops. He gets it to Smizer. Smizer looks to drive. She stops. She kicks it out to Dyer. Dyer over. Now back to Dyer. Dyer will go across. Now over to Oswald. Oswald going to look around. Oswald will go up top to Smizer. Smizer will then go to Spalding. 56 seconds. Now up top. Into the wing. It sits with Cam Dyer. 47 seconds. That one to pass down low. Then back to Dyer. Dyer will then go back to Painter. Painter up top. Now here's a steal. It's Ella Vaughn. Vaughn up and in for two. Ella Vaughn. Ella Vaughn. Her 4th points of the game. There's a drive, a stop, mid-range. Smizer up, no good off the front of the rim. Rebound, jump ball. Clover Stockton on a 9-game win streak so far this season. That win streak started back on December 13th with a win at Peru State. They went to Florida for the Warner Classic, and now they're going to continue. But for now, here on the 83rd Annual Tony Lenzini Championship, your Highland Lady Cougars will reclaim the crown of the Tony Lenzini Girls Championship in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that'll do it. 49-26, your final score. Highland is your 83rd Annual Tony Lenzini Girls Champions. Do you want to kind of start adding things up there?
Yes,
we'll kind of give some thoughts and everything. I thought Highland did really well. They did typical thing that they do in these championship games. They start off slow, then get on a bit of a run there, and get things back in control. And in the second half, they just find a way to walk things away.
We'd like to thank both the Monroe City Lady Panthers and the Highland Lady Cougars for their.
We'll send it down to the PA.
Tony Lenzini, it's alternative. At this time, Tony's ready to buy on the tournament queen a fully because it was 7th place medals. And congratulate head coach Adam Romo, the Lady Panthers from Monroe City, for their outstanding effort in championship. It's Athletic Director Lauren Hall and Tournament Queen Ava Foley will present the first place trophy and medal to head coach Ashton Jacob and our Lady Cougars. So, we have outstanding for the championship of this year's cup. Congratulations, ladies.
As they celebrate down on the court, Damon's still going to figure some things out. We'll figure out if Jacob will be able to join us up here. Mainly just going to need those Highland final stats on the players, but if you want to get Monroe City's done real quick, because that's not going to take very long. Real quick for the quarter breakdown, Monroe City 10, 7, 9, and 0. Ouch. Shut out in the 4th quarter. That's never fun. 49-26, the final score. As we have one more championship game after this, Palmyra, Monroe City, but we won't be on the call for that one. Instead, you can tune in to Bill Schuler. I believe it's 10:40 a.m., I believe, is what Bill Schuler's on. Here. Because it's Town Square Media. I'll get you all a channel if anyone wants to listen in on that game. 1070 KHMO, 1070 AM. You'll be on the call for the boys championship game. As we await Coach Ashton Jaco to join us, possibly. I don't even know where she went. Oh, there she is. And I believe she'll head down to the locker room. As they're going to try and get the benches cleaned up and get out of the way. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
This broadcast is brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, provided you're needing heating, cooling, and plumbing throughout the tri-state area. Give Blake a call today at 573-822-4284 or visit them at filupsheatingandcooling.com. Need some fuel in your car and your belly? Stop by Murphy's gas station in Monticello, Missouri. With a full menu and daily specials, sweet snacks, and plenty of fuel, they'll help you get through your day and to your destination. Murphy's gas station, just off Highway 16, Monticello, Missouri.
And welcome back to your Phillips Heating and Cooling and Plumbing post-game report. Remington Yates, James Schumann on the call here. As well, Jaden, this Highland team has continued to prove that it is going to be a force throughout the Clarence County Conference this year and throughout the districts this year. And so they might be able to continue. But of course, they're, if they get through districts, they've got, big things ahead of them and everything like
Yes,
that,
they do.
especially in some of the schools that they'll have to play. And of course, they have a date coming up that, I've got to have circled on my calendar because it's at Highland High School. And that's the game against Centralia on February 6th. So you got to have that game circled on your calendar that's
Yes.
going to be a big game right there because that's the number 2 state-ranked team and the number 3 state-ranked team, which I don't always trust state rankings when it comes to high school sports because sometimes I question how some teams are state-ranked. So, but overall, this team has continued. Addie Abel leads tonight with 17, followed by Kira Rothweiler with 14. Leah Thomas in there with 6, though. It's definitely stepping up for this team tonight, especially in that first quarter where she had to throw in a lot of the bench players with just some struggles going on with the starters. Taking a look over on Monroe City. Again, your final for the quarter were 10, 7, 9, and 0. Ouch. Getting shut out in the fourth quarter by the
That fourth quarter completely killed their entire game for them.
It killed their entire game, and it killed their chances of possibly coming back into the game, not able to find the baskets once. Leading the game was Ava Potterfield with 7. She had some big scoring there in the first and second quarters, but just that was it for her. For Highland, that 7-9 start, that was a little rough for them, but they were able to come back in that second half with a 15 and 18 third and fourth to really just push them beyond and get to that championship. As we continue to wait for Coach Ashton Jaco, so 3 sets of medals will be heading back home to Lewis County.
Yes.
Third place for the girls' game, Canton Lady Tigers. Third place for the boys for the Canton Tigers. And now the Highland Lady Cougars walk home with gold for the second year in a row, defending their title of last year. Let's take a break. We'll wait for Ashton Jaco. We'll be back after this.
Litter Feed Incorporated is dedicated to providing unmatched service, building relationships with our customers, and providing animal nutrition services backed by quality products. Stop in today, 103 South Elm Street, Lewistown, Missouri, a founding sponsor of the Lewis County Scoop. Need rock, sand, fertilizer, grain, or feed hauled? Hoeing Trucking LLC has you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we deliver fast, reliable service across the Midwest. Family owned and built on trust, we move what matters safely and on time. Call Hoeing Trucking today, 217-430-0130, or visit hoeingtruckingllc.com.
If your school, team, business, or event needs promotional products, then you need Design It in Canton. Design It is a full custom screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you need a couple of shirts or a couple thousand, Design It can handle the job. They have some of the best designers in the area to bring your idea to life. Come in and see them Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays by appointment. You can also shop their online store at designitapparel.com. That's Design It in Canton.
Got farmland you want to rent out? Contact Austin Braunstein at B&B Farms, a local farm ran by generations of farming. Give Austin a call at 573-501-1151. B&B Farms, a proud sponsor of Lewis County Scoop Sports. With the winter weather ending, your car is going to need a real deep cleaning, but you can't find the time. Take it to Sharp Custom Detailing in Lewistown, Missouri. They'll make your car look like it just came off the lot. Give us a call at 660-341-1269. This broadcast is brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, provided you're needing heating, cooling, and plumbing throughout the tri-state area. Give Blake a call today at 573-822-4284 or visit them at filupsheatingandcooling.com.
Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown have been serving the area community for 5 generations. They're thankful to be an important part of the community. They provide compassionate funeral and cremation services to the community with a focus on honoring the memory of loved ones. They also offer professional and respectful services to support families during difficult times. That's Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown, family service since 1898.
Savings are here at Missouri Airco. Sweet Tooth Snickers share size bars are 2 for $5. And try Hershey's 1 bar, 2 for $4. Great savings. Also, Icon Meats beef sticks are 2 for $6. Airco Rewards members get double the points on promotional items.
Litter Feed Incorporated is dedicated to providing unmatched service, building relationships with our customers, and providing animal nutrition services backed by quality products. Stop in today, 103 South Elm Street, Lewistown, Missouri, a founding sponsor of the Lewis County Scoop.
The Wild Tiger Boutique in Canton is your local game day boutique. They offer a curated collection of game day apparel and accessories for the entire family. Their collections include items for the home, jewelry and accessories, and an extensive line of apparel for local high school, college, and Greek life. Now's also the perfect time to check out their Valentine's collection. The Wild Tiger Boutique is open Monday to Friday 8 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 2. Come in and see them in Canton or shop online at thewildtigerboutique.com, a proud supporter of the Canton Tigers.
From feed and fuel to fertilizer and farm supplies, Farmers Co-op has what you need. Call Mike Stauffer at 660-342-6788 and let your co-op keep your farm growing strong. With the winter weather ending, your car is going to need a real deep cleaning, but you can't find the time. Take it to Sharp Custom Detailing in Lewistown, Missouri. They'll make your car look like it just came off the lot. Give us a call at 660-341-1269.
All right. As welcome back, we're still waiting on Coach Ashton Jacobs. She's probably getting pelted with water down in the locker room as they celebrate the championship game. What was the final score again? I'm already blanked on it. 48.
48. I didn't read anything. 48 to
32 was it?
26.
26.
48 26.
48 to 26, the final score. Picks up the win. And we'll look to next week for the rematch with Monroe City. So for the conference. I mean, that's going to be for a conference. One of the many games that will help determine a conference champion. Now, I don't know if Monroe City's already played Centralia yet. That's going to be a key game for what happens with this conference. But I think if Highland gets the win over Monroe City, it can find a way to get the win over Centralia. And they will definitely be the Clarence County Conference champions of this year. And we'll then look to districts afterwards. And again, the Clarence County Conference typically a very tough conference to play in. Is it always the best for basketball? No, it's one of the best for football. We'll be honest. It's one of the best football conferences in Missouri. Basketball is not always a strong suit, but when you want to talk about hard physical basketball, it's the Clarence County Conference. So. And of course, Canton has to play a lot of those Clarence Canton teams every basketball season.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
You know, you guys are kind of stuck in a weird area where you're one of the smaller schools in this region, and you guys got to play, a lot of further schools. They have your districts and stuff for certain sports and everything. And for basketball, you guys got to play a lot of opponents to the west where they kind of bundle up into a square X. As the district always kind of aligns, Putnam County, Scotland, Schuyler sits right in the middle.
Knox, and where's the other one I'm thinking of? Milan.
Yeah, Milan.
And then you guys are just all the way off over here in Lewis County.
We have to travel the farthest to our district
Every year, and
it's an hour-and-a-half drive for us for districts every year. So we by far get screwed over with location-wise.
Yeah, it happens though.
We have a good strong district that we're in, so if we get past our districts, then we know that we can go on a run.
But for Highland, they will have a tough one as well. They play Palmyra, they play Macon, they play Monroe City. No South Shelby this year. Actually, for the girls, South Shelby got moved down a class this year, while the boys
Stayed up.
Yeah,
which was weird, in my opinion.
Weird. So I guess apparently they should base everything on the gender student body, and so that played effect into things there. No Centralia in the district. They are way too far out. They play in a more central Missouri district. I actually don't remember if Macon is in that district, but the boys championships getting set. Let's take some ad breaks so we can try not to talk over these guys.
When fall arrives and you're searching for the perfect pumpkin, head to Autumn Harvest Farms just off Highway 24 in West Quincy. With pumpkins, family fun, and more, it's the place to be this autumn. Returning this fall. Don't miss it.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Savings are here at Missouri Airco. Sweet Tooth Hostess Sweet Treats are 2 for $4. And try Wenzel's Farm Pro Sticks, 2 for only $6. Also, save $4 on Old Trapper Beef Jerky 10-ounce bags. Airco Rewards members get double the points on promotional items.
If your school, team, business, or event needs promotional products, then you need Design It in Canton. Design It is a full custom screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you need a couple of shirts or a couple thousand, Design It can handle the job. They have some of the best designers in the area to bring your idea to life. Come in and see them Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays by appointment. You can also shop their online store at designitapparel.com. That's Design It in Canton.
Need some fuel in your car and your belly? Stop by Murphy's gas station in Monticello, Missouri. With a full menu and daily specials, sweet snacks, and plenty of fuel, they'll help you get through your day and to your destination. Murphy's gas station, just off Highway 16, Monticello, Missouri.
Shelter Insurance Agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
And welcome back here. This game about to get underway. Still waiting on Coach Askenichenko. It is loud. It is obnoxious. It's Palmyra.
Yep. Summed it up well right there.
As tip off here, we're not going to call this game. Well, I can call a little bit of it while we wait for Askenichenko to get up here. But I did get some info here. South Shelby girls are a lower class because there are not as many girls basketball teams because there are boys teams.
Interesting.
Did say you two did great, so thank you, Jeff. He was my color commentator during the football season. Throughout a good chunk of that, as shot for three.
Wow.
Is that White the Grace? Oh, Abram Schmeiser hits a big three
That
from
would
the
be
far
Schmeiser
right.
that hit that one.
Wow. And still waiting for Coach Ashton Jaco. I've seen some of the Highland parents kind of poking their head in to look at the game. That's Palmyra with possession now.
I went from commentary mode to kind of studying film or studying mode because trying to find the weaknesses of this Palmyra team.
Getting ready for on Tuesday where you guys have to come back down here and play.
Potentially no practice on Monday.
And Brock Idris is going to argue with the tip there.
Ooh.
And now we're going to get some discussion. And David Sharp enters the building a little too late. Figured he'd have been here for the Highland game, but
yeah.
Plus he's been around, I just haven't seen him. Well, Brian Ray doesn't agree with the call.
When does he?
As the ball gets turned over. Still a very good coach in this area. Coaches a very good team every year.
Yes,
it seems
he does.
like, and just
yes, he does.
definitely one of the best coaches in our area. And Highland is finally, with next year and filling years with Matt Thomas, you're definitely going to see an interesting coaching battle between Brock Idris, Coach Ray, and Coach Thomas in the Clarence Canyon Conference for the next few years. Well, we're still waiting for Coach Ashton Jaco. How about we take a break and we'll be back, hopefully, with Coach Ashton Jaco.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Savings are here at Missouri Airco. Sweet Tooth Snickers share-size bars are 2 for $5. And try Hershey's 1 bar, 2 for $4. Great savings. Also, Icon Meats beef sticks are 2 for $6. Airco Rewards members get double the points on promotional items.
Yep. All right. Oh, okay, we're back. And welcome back here, Coach Ashton Jaco. I thought we unplugged something a little too early there. As coach, well, you guys are consecutive Tony Lenzini champions in the girls' championship game. Off to a slow start. Then you get on a run. It felt like the Highland tournament all over again. Just a slow start. And then your girls just come right back and just punch right through, it seemed like.
Credit to Monroe, their game plan was really, really good. They did a really good job of taking away our first and second options on the offensive end. And we were just pretty sloppy, just catching the ball with some easy play, normally easy plays that we didn't necessarily do a good job of converting. But the girls stuck with it. We were able to execute early in that second half, getting better looks and getting to that third option, that fourth option. And then having Addie in the second half was really big with her out in the first half with foul.
Yeah.
She was able to hit some shots, so they were really keen on tier. So, she was able to capitalize on those open looks that she got.
And, how about that bench coming up in that first half, though? I mean, really stepping up when the girls kind of had to go sit down, a little struggling out, the starters there and everything.
They want us to sit down.
We're sitting there trying to do it.
Others, but like Molly, huge opportunity. We had trouble, and then Kira was kind of danced there for her because she had played on the whole first half, and so we put Molly in. She was our primary ball handler. She's done it some, but not a lot, especially in these really big games. And she came in, she knocked down a 3. She had a floater in the so she's really aggressive. And we definitely needed that from her, and definitely gave us a spark behind that game.
So, of course, you will have to remeet with Monroe City on Tuesday. So it's like, well, here we go again. You face them for the Monroe City Tournament Championship. You face them for the Tony Lenzini, and now you're going to face them for really good standings for the Clarence Canyon Conference. I mean, how much adjustments do you think you guys are really going to have to hopefully make?
We'll see if we get to make any adjustments, which is no time.
No.
Yes. I mean, I think there's some small things that we can do, but mainly I think just doing what we do best. And so, we'll see if we get to practice before we play them or if we get to play them Tuesday. But yeah, in our conference, you got to come ready to go no matter what. And I guess the good things is we can play them at home this time.
Yeah. And then after that, you got some decent games and then big game against Centralia and everything like that. And I mean, just really big games for you on the upcoming schedule and everything, especially when it's conference and a chance to, get some good district standings as well.
Our conference is really tough. You got to come ready who you're playing. Ultimately, that's what we want. I mean, we're trying to just be the best as you need. You're not going to get that playing each we need to be challenged, and we'll just keep listening and put a quality goal.
Well, Coach, I'm going to try and get out of here, and I should let you get out of here, too. The snow's coming down pretty bad out there. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
That was Coach Ashton Jekyll. That'll do it for us here on the Lewis County Scoop Sports. I've been your play-by-play MCH, James Schumann on the color, and that'll do it for us here. Highland Lady Cougars win the 83rd Annual Tony Lenzini Girls Championship. That'll do it for us. We'll see you all next time. Good night, everybody.